Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I got Derek with the Gurren Lagann quote, but then refused to finish it at the start of the episode. Seriously, she just melts away, the light hits her, and she just... all her skin gets ripped off, and she dies. Divine judgment.
Yeah, she can't fuel the... Is she going to be able to fool the pure energy, Chris?
I would hope not. It's pure energy. It should know better.
Mm. But she was able to break the force field, so that's not a good sign.
That's true. I imagine she's just more powerful than the pure energy. Wait a minute, the Triforce was hiding inside the Deku Tree the whole time? This makes Zelda 64 make so much more sense. Real cutscene.
So this is the pure energy left behind by the three goddesses. Long ago, before there was Null drifted into the voidness of nothingness.
Is this the first time they've ever referred to the Triforce as pure energy?
Maybe. A pleasant place for Null. I can't even control this. It's
fine.
just going on its own.
All in the right order.
Until the goddesses came and created the world, sealing away Null in the peaceful void. Null, regardlessly teared at the fabric of the world, but the goddesses' servants always repaired it. Until now. Now Null has returned things to how they were meant to be, back to nothingness.
As a dyslexic, I appreciate how much time they give us to read that.
Mm-hmm. It is time to return all to the void, back to the state in which the Null presides.
Not the null reference error. Ah, shit.
Oh no, not type Null.
No reference error. Oh no, the whole game is gonna crash.
The controller's vibrating slightly.
Whoa.
I didn't know shit's going on. Too bad I'm not using the controller.
Shake,
It would have been
shake.
HD Rumble.
Shake, shake, shake. No, they have HD Rumble in that, in the Pro Controller. Yeah. That's why it's an extra $10 more than any other controller for any other console.
Yeah. It's $80 for this.
Yeah, I know.
Although I think it's $80 for normal PlayStation 5 controller now too.
When that came out, it was $60.
Yeah.
Now it's $70. I don't think it's $80 quite yet.
Which is still stupid. Curse the goddess. How dare they insulate me, that I, a perfect Ecto, will not have the right.
Perfect echo.
Although I have received one, if I were to gather the other two, everything shall be mine. One once went to you, the other
Has gone to me.
Who did have gone to him? Unfortunately, I don't have time to deal with you right now.
It's like, we're gonna find Link and Link's gonna be like, 2 Zeldas fighting over me. Am I dreaming?
I will take yours last.
Why? I'm right here. And far less powerful than him.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think she's gonna... Where's she going? I don't know. Well, we're going in here.
I mean, just go and follow and find out.
I sense something unpleasant through here. It's the end of the game.
Oh no, it's Dick Face.
Is this what it feels like to be afraid? Yes, afraid of dick pics try.
Yeah, dude, trust me, we all are.
But everything will be fine so long as I'm with you, Zelda.
Zeldor, thank you.
Alright, let's go. We need to go after the rest of the pure energy. Pure energy.
You know what? When he said I gotta go after that poor energy, I felt that.
I sense Null back when they attacked you, Zelda. I sense the same presence now. I think that dark mass in the distance. That dark wall might be Null. Their pure energy must have headed that way. Come, Zelda. Oh look, the exit point is a
It's a Triforce triangle. Wow. Come, my lady. Come, my lady. You're my butterfly. Sugar baby. When I heard that song played in the DMC Devil May Cry, anime, I was like...
Annoyed.
I was like, what the fuck? What a weird song choice.
Well, that was just a weird anime to begin with, so...
They did, to be fair, they chose a lot of songs that I was like, eh. But, like, I get it. It fits the subject matter. But that was the one that I was like, what a weird song.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, that was...
I like that song, though, so, you know, there was a part of me that was happy that it was in, but I was also like, what a weird choice.
Yeah. I know we've talked about your opinions of the Devil May Cry anime, and how you did not care for it as much as you would like to have.
Yeah, I thought it was bad.
But yeah. So you were going to tell me about the VTuber drama?
Oh, do we have time for it? I guess we do.
Maybe.
So there is a VTuber called... this is such a long, complicated story, so I will try my best to cover this.
I don't know if we'll have the whole time.
I'll try my best to like break it down in a way that's reasonable, though. So there's a VTuber called Sinder. And for those who was unaware, Cinder is one of the big like indie VTubers. Like, she's not small; she's pretty massive for like indie VTuber comparison, right? I don't know much of her or her character because I've never really watched her, right? I just know of her because she's friends with a whole shit ton of other indie VTubers that are also very, very
Unhinged.
popular, right? She's part of like the main group of like popular indie VTubers, which is like Bow the Whale, Shy Lily, Numi, I don't know VTubers by name, like by heart, so this is harder for me than some other people. There's some more people that I can't think of. Yumi? Yumi or Yuzu? I think Yuzu is what I'm thinking of. There's more, but I can't think of them. I don't want to waste a bunch of time trying to think of all the names.
So it's not 100% important.
Yeah, exactly. So she's got, like, pull. But most importantly to this is that her and Lily are co-owners of Gamer Subs.
Okay.
Which is very important, because Gamer Subs owns Waifu Cup. And Waifu Cup essentially started with Shy Lily. And then, not too long after, Cinder was also there. Right. So they're both co-owners of this, which is why this is so bad. This is where I'm building up the information.
Yeah, you're letting me know. Okay.
They also released the V card, which is that terrible VTuber card game we talked about a while ago.
Yes.
An awful. That's mostly Shy Lily's thing, but like, you know, Cinder is the other main girl on all the packaging. They were like, you can get like these deck holders, and it's either Shy Lily or Cinder.
That's the final boss, but I will do something else because I do want to try and. Christ. It's not.
Is your controller just broken?
No. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't like the. Okay. I'm gonna go. Since we don't need to immediately rush to the end, I think we could do some side quests.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
But yes. Continue with your story. That's why I'm saying it.
Yeah. I got you. So Sindar. How do we put this delicately? Sindar became a person of contention. There we go. Big people words. As a bunch of bad shit came out. Let's just say, you know how like people always are like, these corporations are so greedy.
Yes.
Okay, like they don't understand what true greed is. Cinder is what happens when you let greed completely consume you.
Oh. Let's hear it.
So, simply put, Cinder, VTubers have usually an artist that makes their models, right? Because, you know, who else is going to make the model? Someone's got to draw it and animate it and rig it and stuff. And there is an animator called something with an N. Nino or some shit. I don't really care. I'm going to be honest with you.
Whatever
I don't really care who their name is. It's not important. They are an artist. Honestly, in my personal opinion, they're partially to blame for this, but for some reason everyone gave them a pass, so I guess I'm out on the limb on this one. But whatever. So, Cinder and her manager, Red, who, well, Redacted, but we'll call him Red for short because Redacted is awful. Because it's like, her manager, Redacted, and then it's like, who is he?
Yeah, okay.
So we're going to call him Red. Cinder has a manager named Red, and the two of them essentially took turns talking to Nanner and
The artist.
The artist. Yeah, artist. Let's do that. And essentially just, like, gaslit them and fucking forcefully tried strong-arming them into never doing anything for any other VTuber ever. Like, literally only working for...
What?
Yeah, only working for Cinder. And only doing art for Cinder. Do you want to read these, or do we want to...
No,
okay.
it's just side quests. It's
All
not important.
I'm good, then. So, because... So, here's the kicker with this. And this is where I think the first mistake was made. Usually, you can do this, and it's not a big deal, right? Usually, if it's like, I want this artist to only do work for me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay you a retainer fee, so that you only do work for me. Essentially, I'm paying you monthly.
So you don't have to work and do other stuff for other people.
Yeah. Cinder wasn't doing that. Cinder was literally strong-arming her into dropping work and content for other people by withholding work for herself. And because, you know, Cinder's very popular. Again, one of the top indie VTubers there is. Was essentially being like, either you don't do work for them or we're good. You know,
or you're not doing work for me.
Yeah, essentially. She was trying to strong-arm her into... which is still, again, I still think this is partially the artist's fault, because the artist could have just said, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go work with other people instead.
Like, I'm clearly getting work from other people, I don't need you. Like...
Yeah.
But, so this is the first part that I think is fucked up, is that she strong-armed the artist and wouldn't even pay them a retainer fee. That's just fucked up. That's just some low-level trash shit.
That's like if you tried to keep someone on... And that's... So, for people who don't completely get that analogy, is that would be like if you had kept somebody on to do your books, but they weren't doing your books at that time.
Yeah.
And, like, you were like, you can't do work with anybody else.
Yes.
That's an accounting reference for people who are in that field and shit like that.
Yeah, that's like literally what they were doing. But they weren't even willing to pay her the fucking...
Like a fee to keep them on.
I think it's... to be fair, I keep saying her, but I'm not entirely sure it's her.
There.
But I'm just going to say her for the conveniency of it. But, so that's one thing. Eventually... The artist, and this is why, this is you know when I make the joke of your hubris?
Your hubris.
Literally, that's what happened. She finally hit peak hubris, because finally the artist went, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck you. I'm dropping everything. And she just fucking dropped everything. She was like, I'm leaking the DMs, and she just leaked out all the fucking DMs. All of them. All the conversations and everything. All of her shady shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like, fuck it. And you know what? This is what I mean when I'm like, your hubris and your greed caused this, because if you paid her a retainer fee, this would have never happened.
No.
This would have never happened. She would have been content. She would have been like, I'm getting paid. I have a nice cushy payment where I only need to work a couple times a year and I'm getting paid regardless.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like, I'm good. Like, we're good. 'Cause, like... Whatever. This story would have never happened. For real.
For real.
She's
just like us, for real.
So, what makes it funny is, so that's only the start. That's just the setup for what happened. Yeah, that's like the tip of the iceberg. The reason this is so fucked up and why this is such a problem is that there's literal DMs of her being like, we don't want you to ever work with Bao again, essentially. Which is, crazy. Because Bao is one of the main friend groups that she consistently collabs with.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So all these people that she's friends with, Bao,
air quotations
Lily,
friends.
Yeah, Numi, all these people, she, consistently fucked over. Bao's was especially egregious because Bao's was already started to be under work and was being used, and she already put out the model on Twitter to be like, hey, this is gonna be my new model teaser and stuff, only for it to be canceled a month in directly because of Cinder. It's not even well, maybe no. It's direct evidence proof showing, hey, Cinder literally was like, stop doing work for her or we're done.
Oh, that's funny.
Which is ruthless. Which is fucking ruthlessly evil. Like, when I saw that, I'm like, wow, that is ruthlessly evil for no reason. That's like the equivalent of me being...
It's like mustache twirling levels of evil.
It really is. It would be like the equivalent of you starting up a Twitter channel, and then me going out of my way to pay people to not watch you. Like, literally. It's like that comically level of evil for no reason.
For context... Chris does the opposite. He's like, dude, you should just start streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, no, I'm always like, I'm also the person who's like, show your shit too. Like, if you started streaming on Twitch, I would tell people pretty much every episode, like, Derek's on Twitch now, go watch Derek.
I've been thinking about it.
Because I'm 100%, well, because, like, there's no benefit at all to not assist people, because word of mouth is free advertisement. Like, why would you not benefit? And there's always benefit to that, because if you're like, hey, go watch this person, then that person is more likely to be like, oh, hey, they're cool, go watch them. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then mutually shared. What she did was mutually ensured destruction.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, 100%.
Which is an insane thought process.
100%.
So, but, like, Val was only, like, one of... there was, like, 9 VTubers in the dock that she was attacking, most of which close friends of hers.
Air quotations friends.
Yeah, well, most of hers were at the bare minimum.
Work with associates.
Well, that's the joke that I made. I was like, Jesus Christ, she's the joke that I make with Derek, except it's real. Where, like, people are like, oh, dude, you and Derek are friends. I'm like, no, we're business associates. And, like, but it's real this time. Like, she really means it.
Like, even my partner, she makes jokes about that. She's just like, oh, you don't have friends. You know, you're not Chris's friend, you're his buddy.
Well, it's like, it's just funny because I was like, when I first saw it and all the information came out, and I was just like, oh no, she's literally the meme of like, we're not friends, we're business associates. We're not even co-workers. We're not even on that level. We're business associates. But the worst part is she calls them her friends. She calls it to face to face with the people, to the audience and shit. We're friends. They're good friends. They love each other. Even though she only works with them when she had to drop merchandise or do some sort of thing. That was the only time she would ever collab. But they're good friends. People are just busy. You know nowadays? Sometimes you're just busy. You don't got time to do things unless it's incredibly important for your business and making money. Yeah, that's the best time to have friends. Especially when they're convenient.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
So, what makes it funny is, so all this came out,
that's
and
a shitstorm?
All this came out, and then Sinder did the power move that everyone does, which is to blame the manager. I didn't know he was doing this. This was all the manager's fault. Red was doing this behind my back. I had no knowledge of this situation whatsoever.
And then?
Another VTuber came out and was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you on this because your manager is actually your boyfriend and you've been living with him for 5 years." Derek's reaction.
Well, she was probably perching herself as a single person, probably this whole time.
Oh, Derek, you're so smart about that because you want to know what her main content is?
What?
Girlfriend experiences and ASMR. Reap what you fucking sow. I say this all the time with VTubers, and well, all content creators really, but reap what you fucking sow. If you build an audience for a specific thing, and you don't do that thing, be prepared to get in major backlash. Like, don't get me wrong, me and Derek are unhinged crazy people. But I'm expecting my audience to be unhinged crazy people. I don't expect my audience to do crazy, stupid shit that I wouldn't approve of, because my actions and my thoughts are very straightforward.
Yeah, no, they really are.
There's no pretending to be... Like, if I say, I think this movie sucks because of woke bullshit...
That's Chris's opinion.
I really mean that. It's not building a fake audience for, like, just trying to get views. I don't know if you noticed this, we don't get many views anyways, so it doesn't matter. But fucking, if you build an audience, off of girlfriend experience. You better be fucking ready to reap what you sow, man. When they find out you've been lying, like, you better be ready. And you know what's funny? Most people don't even care about that because, one, her audience is mostly American people, so there's way less parasocial girlfriend people in the US than there is Japan. And number two, her other crimes are so egregious that no one really cares right now. So essentially everyone called it. They're like, she's gonna throw her management out there, but she's like, we've parted ways and we're not doing work anymore. And I was like, bullshit. I was like,
yeah, he's just still stuck in his dick.
Yeah, I'm like, because I mean, most people know this, most people agree with this, but like, there's a few people that want to be like, no, that's a conspiracy, you have no proof of that. But we all know what really happened. Red was built to be the fall guy. He's the manager for a reason, and so if anything ever happened, they can just throw Red under the bus, and then that's part of the agreement. I'm sure Red is totally on board with this. I'm sure that they were like, fuck, we're in trouble, what do we do? And I'm sure Red was like, oh, just throw me under the bus, no problem. Like, yeah. Save face, your career is more important. I'm just the manager. You can just get a new manager that will be me and then call him something else. Yeah. Like...
it's 100% gonna happen.
No one is ever going to see me. Like, I work behind the camera. It's kind of it's not like replacing Derek, you know what I mean? Like, he is an entity on the show.
That's what
I'm
what they call the talent, where the other guy is just the manager.
Yeah, like, if we had, like, an editor, though, and I was like, we fired our editor for his inappropriate behavior, there would be no way you could prove that I did. I could just keep hiring that manager and then just say he doesn't work here anymore. All he has to do is shut his fucking mouth and not say anything, and he's still employed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's stupid. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, this is just a shit show.
It's made even funnier because everyone called it. Like, all the VTubers were just like, she's gonna immediately deflect and not take blame for any of this, and that is exactly what happened. She deflected, didn't take blame for any of it, and then told her manager. Now, would you like to hear how it got even better?
Oh, yes, I do.
So, she eventually she was like, don't worry, I'm gonna make a proper statement on this, and she released an apology,
air quotations
okay. Apology, which people have been referring to as the Google Docky. Because it was a Google Doc, and Chicken Jockey is that new meme that all the Zoomers like.
Chicken Jockey!
Don't, just, please. So they've been calling it Google Docky. So what makes it funny is that, would you like to know how long, actually no, take a guess, how long do you think that apology was?
1 page.
The opposite direction.
30 pages.
Okay. That's a little crazy, but yes. 7 pages. She released a 7-page apology document. Apology. Well, the thing is like, you can tell how good of an apology it is by just search and finding on the page for the words "I'm sorry," which shows up on page 5 for the first time.
Oh my god!
And it's literally, "I'm sorry you feel that way."
So she's getting destroyed, right?
Oh my god, she's getting annihilated. It is unreal. Every VTuber under the sun came out of the woodworks, essentially, to be like, alright,
we don't support this.
Let's talk some mad shit. Well, her core friends all made videos. Bao's video is rough, by the way. Bao's video is just sad. It's not even like vitriol. It's not even like an angry video. It's just her. It's just like an hour-long video of her talking about the situation and then breaking down into tears. And I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, this is your friend. This was supposed to be your friend.
And then Shy Lily's, I think, was the most interesting because Shy Lily doesn't usually do drama. In fact, usually when drama comes up, she like refuses to acknowledge it at all in any way. Yeah, but because she's directly tied to Sinder as a co-owner of Gamer Subs. With Sinder, she ripped her a fucking new... I've never seen Lily be so fucking vitriolic about anything in my life. She ripped her a new one for like fucking 45 minutes. Just dishonor everything she brought up, everything she talked about. She brought up like extra shit that I wasn't even aware of. She was like, apparently, there was a Gamer Subs collab for V-Card. and Cinder had to miss her friend's like debut. Oh shit, we gotta call it here.
Yep.
Anyways, we'll pick this up in the next part. I'll explain more then. I'll see you guys then. Peace.